Okay. In this PowerPoint presentation, we're going to conclude with pointing out on these slides some common mistakes in judging components. And this is just text. This is something that could be for a very quick meeting that you might have. You may only have 10 minutes to give some simple reminders to your panels if you're at an international. So hopefully slides such as these might come in handy. So I'll run through them pretty quickly so you can read the bullet points there. And the next one. These are all things that we've covered in our discussion today, but they're just reminders, and they refer back to the criteria that we've gone through bullet by bullet, but some common mistakes that sometimes are overlooked. Transitions especially, I want to add into there, make sure the holds. The holds are so important, and that's something that's commonly or typically overlooked. Okay, good. And next, we want to make sure we don't forget these things. We want to make sure that we organize in our mind which bullet point, which criteria fits under which component. And I hope that in our discussion today, I have done a good job as, I guess, the referee of your day today, this afternoon, in helping to bring clarity and understanding to all the different criteria by going through this PowerPoint, which you will have a copy of at competitions. It's quite long, as you can see, but hopefully you'll find slides that you can use. You don't have to use the whole thing. This is a good one to make sure that into composition that you pay attention to the layout of the program. And here's common mistakes in interpretation. Knowing which bullet point goes under which component. So we can try and keep it organized and keep it clear. And again, we want to offer clarity to our panel and to help them organize their thoughts so that they're comfortable and confident and can go forward to do their job as judges. And then afterwards in our roundtable discussion, that we can generate good feedback for each other. We can learn from each other, and we can have lively discussions, rethink our evaluations. Did we like the job we did? Was there one thing we would have done differently, and why? And listen to how other members of our panel, what they offer in their thought process of how they got from their evaluation to their final mark. How did they get there? What were they thinking? What did they see? What was their perspective? You know, we're all a little bit different. We come from different cultures. We come from different backgrounds. Some of you have wonderful music backgrounds. Some of you professional music backgrounds. Others have other skill sets in dance, perhaps. Many of you are former skaters, former athletes, some at very high level. Some of us have been here and been a while, are very experienced, long-time judges, but it's always smart and wise to learn from the newcomers as well. Because those of us that have been judging a long time, get very comfortable in our way of thinking. But sometimes a good job of a good leader is to also take in a new perspective, a new and fresh perspective for maybe new judges that are coming into our field and offering their perspective of what they've learned and what they see and what their thought process is. So we learn from each other. We have to be good listeners, but we have to be very good leaders and very fair leaders, very honest leaders. It's a big responsibility to be a referee, but it's a wonderful, very satisfying and rewarding job, because at the end, your job as a referee is to work with your panel, and your panel is a team. They become a team. You all become a team for that particular project of that competition. And your project is to do a good job as a panel, as a unit, as a panel, as a team, to provide the most honest, correct, and accurate result with integrity and with your knowledge that you have all of this information that we reviewed. It's a lot of it, but you have to trust that it's there, and that in those 90 seconds you have, when they come to a stop, and all of your judging panel has to put their marks in, that we have to trust that all of us have that knowledge and expertise to come to the right decisions and the correct marks that reflect the performance of that day. So I thank you for your time and your attention on this particular seminar, and I wish you the best of luck this season. You can look forward to a new and updated PowerPoint that we're working on in the next 3 days. So this one that we reviewed today, although we're proud of it, we're working on making everything better. So thank you again for your attention, and good luck for the rest of the week.